Here we go. Let's say hello. And make a move. So it looks like we've got an even game. Yeah, normal Comey. Yeah, let's put the coordinates on. I'll play with a 4-4 and a 4-3 stone. He played a 5-4 in that corner. You can play here or here. I did see a video recommending the 3-3 as a response to avoid more complicated lines that you get by playing the 4-3 point underneath. So we just turned it into a normal 3-3 Joseki. Not that I usually invade the corner, but he offered it up, so I took it. So I think that's it, and I have Sente to play away. Let's approach this stone. He backed off. I'll back off. I've got a Kobayashi formation down here. He jumps in the middle of it, so he's not worried about this corner. If I just jump out here, it gives some shape to this group and lets him attack the corner, but it'll keep his stone separated. Take away his invasion in the middle here. Yeah, so he's going to try and make a living group over here on the side. Let's close this corner to put some pressure on these 3 stones. Can I Hane? Probably not. He can cut and then take. So let's extend once. And then block. Okay, so he played away from this group, which is not alive yet. He made a move which is not Sente. If I go here, he can protect the cut by going here. So I think I would rather go here. And if he continues to ignore me, yeah, so he protected that cut. That's good. Now I can jump out here. I should probably just enclose here, though. So he's turned on me there. Let's make sure we're alive. So I went there. Okay. I have to protect this cut here. And he played away. He didn't protect this one, but he could perhaps catch me in a net. Tari extend. Net. And this is actually, yeah, he can't catch me in net. So this cut, if I want to use it, is valid. Yeah, let's just go ahead and take it. The ladder goes to me. Okay, he ignored that. So maybe it's small. That could be a valid response. Let's jump out. I'm thinking he can push and cut, but this group here could come under attack if he does that. Again, he can push and cut. Yeah, that's the same as if he pushed and cut first and then I extended. So I said very bravely that this group would come under attack. I do maybe need to worry about these stones over here. I go here, if he cuts, connect, extend, take. I go here, he pushes, I connect. So that is a move. And so we can surround these stones. And so did he get a ladder breaker? No, he didn't. Right? I go here to here. Boom, 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 boom. I get to my stone first. So we can Atari him. And we can take this stone, or we can turn first. If I turn, he connects. These stones are cut off and they don't have. I mean, they're out, but I don't know if they have such a great career. Let's just take that stone. Simplest thing to do. And maybe take away the extension from this group and make an extension from my group. Okay, I'll keep the corner here, I guess. Is he going to double honey? In an area where he doesn't have much strength. Okay, honey, extend, honey, extend, and connect. No, just he just Taris me back, huh? Okay. Makes my corner bigger, makes this stone weaker, so we'll see. This group is not so lively here either. Yeah, let's strengthen this stone and maybe cause some trouble for these guys. Okay, we'll jump out first. Then we will jump to the side. So he's looking to, let's see, I go here. He can Atari me, I connect. Then he can Atari this stone. Then he has to connect. And then I can turn. Now these stones. If I cut here, he's down to 2 liberties. So if I extend a little bit, I can get more liberties on these 3 stones. Yeah, so at some point he had to come back and connect. So let's turn here. Okay, looks like we've got a couple of groups struggling to live here, huh? His and mine. So can I make life while keeping the pressure on his group? That's the question. I go here, he'll probably cut. Let's try and get a table shape. Let's try not to get surrounded. Okay, we'll take that stone to establish a good connection here, keeping him separated. Now this group is surrounded. And he's going to live with this group. So yeah, let's put the pressure on this group now. And going here. Yeah, so this is not an eye. This group has no eyes at all. So what shall we do to the group with no eyes? Okay, I go here. I'm threatening to cut the group off. If he blocks on this side, I connect. He connects. Blocks on this side, I connect. He connects. I think he's in trouble either way. Okay, 1, 2, 3, then he fills in 3, 4, 5. So basically 5 moves it takes to kill that group. And as long as I have more than that, these groups are safe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I have more than that over here too, of course. So let's go back and pay attention to this group. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Yeah, I got lots of liberties there. So wanted to make the table shape here. Lean on this stone. Want to turn in and keep him low on this side. Well, I can't really keep him low, actually, I have to admit. If he keeps extending. What I could do is perhaps make a few points out here. Okay, so he just played away from that. I will respond and keep my corner here. And then, yeah, let's turn in here. I was going to poke in here. I poke and cut. It can drive me this way or this way. I think that would be good. Make sure these stones don't die over here. Huh. So he's just going to sacrifice those. Keep his corner. Let's honey here. Just sort of connecting up these groups. Making sure these stones have nowhere to go. Then if we Atari here, slider goes to me. So I want to build my stones out here. I hope I didn't miscalculate something. This looks like it runs right into this black wall, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, just 4 more moves. You know, it's funny, at this level, the 10Q plus level, sometimes I really struggle. So I haven't made it up to 9Q yet. But then sometimes I have games like this where it seems like my opponent has just given up. And is playing nonsense moves. Okay, I want to keep the corner. And let's just make a solid connection. We'll have an eye in here and an eye down here. Can make the corner bigger with this move. I could go back and ask whether these stones are really alive, but when I did my calculations, yeah, I'll just let him sneak in, reduce my corner a little bit because I'm all connected and alive here and he's all dead. So I think I have a pretty big advantage here. Okay, so if he extends, I'll just take it, so I don't have to take it now. So let's go back over here. I think this is maybe one of the bigger endgame moves. Just secure this corner. see, this is a case where if I Hane, he can double Atari. So I do have to back off one. Okay, he played there. The other thing we can do is poke at him in these places. Just make sure there's no territory for him over here. Huh. He's going to connect up. He decided not to connect up. Okay. I thought he was going to rescue that stone, but he changed his mind. I mean, I would cut off these stones, and that rescue of that stone didn't give him any extra eyes. So we can go here. He pulls back, we connect. Let's see, maybe he can manage to capture these two stones. Maybe I went in one too far. If I connect, he starts pushing here, but I just Atari and take. I connect, he goes here. I block. If he tries to cut me, then I cut him here, so I can connect. Goes here. I still have 2 liberties. I almost missed the liberty count. So he connected, so I connect. Ah, that's the trick. Now if I connect, he can turn here. Let's see if those really come to life. So I connect. He turns, I connect, he connects. I go here, he connects. Yeah, he connects up all the way to this group, so I got to take it now. So I had to sacrifice those stones after all. Didn't read far enough ahead. Okay, let's stay solidly connected there. I don't know if that was necessary. You know, it's one of those shapes where there's a throw-in, but I have other liberties on the other side, so probably it wasn't anything. So he goes here, I connect. Pushes, I block. He goes here, I connect. Goes there, I connect. So it seems like his only real source of territory is this. 1, 2, it says that's 11 rows, 22, say 30 points plus Comey. And I have 8 captures. I have this area, and I have this area with 2 captures in it. I think I'm doing pretty well. I know, and I've captured these, yeah, so I'm definitely winning here. So it's end game. You know, let's just seal this off. And seal this off. And we can connect here. Let's see if I play a stone here and he pushes up, I can take. So he just Ataris these stones. Oh, he's going to go for it anyway. Yeah, he saw that idea. Okay, so I can play there. He will take, I guess. Yeah, because he wants to connect these guys. Well, they're connected by taking those stones anyway. He doesn't have to take right away. So I guess my endgame moves would be here. Oh, he wants to do something tricky. Okay, he thought about that for a while, so let's think about it too. If I just block, which seems the natural thing, he maybe is thinking of playing a cut. I could Atari, he could extend, I could connect. So that doesn't work. If I block and he goes this way, I can connect this way in Atari. If I block, he extends this way, I connect, I still have 3 liberties. And he just has 2. I don't see it. Let's see if he finds a trick here. He's got better reading than me. Yeah, so now I can just Atari him, and then these guys are connected. So he can't threaten me with those dead stones. Well, he can threaten me, huh? So I connect, I'm down to 2 liberties, but he extends up, I take, he extends over, I take. So I'm still okay. Maybe we could check that out with Cottrain and see if there was a trick there he could have played. That's an example of Aji, I guess, from the stones that he had inside. The dead stones that I hadn't yet taken can create Aji. Okay, they've got 3 liberties. So as long as my groups on the outside have 3 liberties, I'm okay. Or 2 eyes. All I need is 2 eyes, but this group only has 1 eye. So maybe the simplest thing to do would be to make an eye down here. And even if I'm cut off, and he resigned. Yeah, those weren't going anywhere. So I put the game in Cottrain, and this is what the graph looks like. So you can see towards the end, I was winning, and around here I had about a 40-point lead, which I kept most of the game. Well, this is, the 100% level, but it's only 20 points here, but I was certain to win. So if we look at maybe some of the early mistakes, this is all just going back and forth a little bit. So this is plus or minus 1 or 2 points. It's no big deal. And then this was my biggest mistake in the early game. Yeah, I thought about this move for a while because I wasn't sure how the best way to attack these 5 stones here was. And what Cottrain is recommending is playing here instead, and then going into the corner, which is kind of interesting. The going into the corner directly also was an idea. What I didn't register was that he had played a large knight here instead of a small knight, so that makes going into the corner much more attractive. So I missed that idea, and also this extension here wasn't Sente, so he did respond to it, but it seems to have strengthened him and gave him a little bit of an advantage through this part of the game. And then going on around here, I get an advantage for the first time. And then I make a mistake here. I thought this one was interesting too, because I also thought about this move for a while. This he was pressuring me with these stones. He finally played it here. I was trying to lean on this group because it wasn't alive, didn't have 2 eyes. And I thought the way to keep the most pressure on would be to play this honey. But it looks like that just weakens me. In fact, well, if you look at Cottrain's suggestion here, it's saying that after he turns here, I shouldn't even connect. I should just give it up and play elsewhere. Because he takes and his stones are alive, so that totally ends the attack on those stones. That's why I didn't want to do that. So it said if I want to, so if he turns and I connect, then we get this kind of thing. And I guess he just gets a lot of free moves, and his group is no longer in danger that way. So it's just a bad judgment on my part. and I need to keep extending here. And this will keep my advantage. If he keeps following me, just keep extending. Eventually he can't, he runs out of things to do. So let's see, I go here. What if he, oh, because I can always connect back. So I can use this to kind of chase him and grow my stones into the center. But instead, with that early Hane, which I played in the actual game, this gives him the forcing moves, and he runs out into the center, and he gets points out here. And so at this point in the game, I think this was his biggest advantage. He was ahead by 4.5 points. But then he started making mistakes again, letting me back into the game. And then going to that point in the end where he dived in, I just verified there was nothing there. Although it is recommended, so Cottrain is recommending that he should go ahead and play that move. But it also turns out that there's nothing he can play here that actually works. See, if he connects here, I just connect there and those stones are dead. Or if he pushes in here, I connect there and those stones are dead. So he can't really eat up any territory, although he can get some moves on the outside here, I guess. Force me to play some moves inside my own territory and build his own territory a little bit. But I still have a lead of 40 points here. I just was doing too well once I captured this group. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you around. Bye now.